Some of these things are gonna be gross. Hi guys, good morning. So today is gonna be kind of a sit down type video because I am no longer working since baby's due in 3 weeks, which is bonkers. So he could really come anytime and be fine. Hi there, Trace. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. Tracer and I just went on a walk outside, huh? It started snowing on us and I didn't want her to get wet and have to bathe her again because she hates it so much. So since I'm no longer working, my life has become a little bit boring, and all I pretty much do is play Mario Odyssey, watch Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix, or clean / organize things in the house. And I feel like that would be really boring to vlog about. So today the video I wanted to make is because of somebody who commented. Let me even see who they are, hold on. Somebody commented on my video that has a little clip of how weird my belly button has gotten, because it's gotten weird, y'all. They wanted to know about any like weird or embarrassing or TMI pregnancy symptoms that I've had. And I really like that actually, because weird freaking things happening to your body when you're pregnant, and everybody is different, so everybody's gonna have different things, but you're always wondering, like, is this normal? Did other people who were pregnant have this happen to them? Is something wrong with me? So I was like Googling like a mad woman. I still do almost every day. If somebody looked at my Google history, they'd be like, what the heck is wrong with this woman? So I want to share with you throughout my pregnancy the symptoms that I can remember having. So I got pregnant the end of April, which was while we were in San Diego / Hawaii. Right before we left on our trip, if you guys have been following the vlog for a while, you know that I had been trying to be better at running. So I had started this big whole running thing, and I was running like anywhere from 2 to 4 miles a day, trying to just get better at running. And so when we came home, I continued to do that, and I could not breathe. I just could not catch my breath. So that was the first thing that I noticed, which I didn't know happened to you, because I thought that the whole not being able to breathe while you're pregnant is because the baby's like smashing all your organs. But it's actually, well, it's from that, but it's also from, I think, if I remember what I read correctly, I think it's from the progesterone that your body produces somehow affects your breathing. I don't remember. And then also your nose. My nose has gotten so runny. It's like runny and clogged at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. So it's runny and sniffly, and I blow my nose all the time. But then I also get, this is gonna be really TMI, you guys. Some of these things are gonna be gross and weird. So if you don't wanna hear about it, click away. Sometimes when you're pregnant, you get this thing called, I think it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's rhinitis, and it seriously affects your breathing while being pregnant. And I got all the time these freaking honking, like hard boogers way in the back of my nose, and I couldn't breathe, and you can't blow them out because they're stuck up in there. So I like picked my nose all the time at the beginning of my pregnancy. Zach will tell you I'm a nose picker. From the beginning I was bloated. I feel like I had a baby bump before the baby was even big enough for there to be a baby bump, because I was so bloated. And so I was super gassy. This is so TMI, but I got super gassy, and it's like pooping is ridiculous. You're like constipated from the get-go, especially at the end now when your stomach is like this freaking big and everything is smashed inside your body. And I just went to the doctor for my checkup on, well, now I go weekly, but I went on Tuesday, and she said that he's like super low for a first-time pregnancy. So when everything's all like compressed down there, it's really hard to go to the bathroom. And so you spend a lot more time in there, and thank heavens I have a squatty potty, y'all. If you don't have a squatty potty, I highly, highly suggest one to everyone, but especially if you're pregnant. Especially if you're pregnant. See, even right now, my nose is like running all over my face. Then there's like the regular stuff that you hear about. You cry a lot over dumb stuff. You can't remember anything to save your life. Like, right now. I'm trying to think of what I'm freaking trying to say and I can't think of words. Or you'll forget words that you know, like vacuum or like garage or something. Regular words that you've known for a good long while will be gone from your brain. Ooh, at the very beginning, I got really bad acne. I'm sure I've talked about it in some of my vlogs, but it's gotten a lot better. I got really bad, like those big honking pimples that are like under the skin that have no head and you can't pop them and they're just there forever and they hurt every time you move your face. They were everywhere. They were like on my cheekbones, on my jawline, under here, like they were everywhere. It has gotten better though, so that's nice. Oh, you get furry. You get super furry. Like everybody's got peach fuzz. You know that regular peach fuzz that's all over your face and like the rest of your body? It gets like longer and like more. I don't know how to explain it. So like I shave my face. Like I did that before I was pregnant. There's like little, specifically for women's faces, there's these little razors and I would use them to shave my face because it makes your, especially like in this area on your cheeks, it makes your foundation lay a lot smoother. But y'all, my tummy, I wonder if you can see, hold on. I don't think you can tell through the camera. Dang it, you get like furry. You can't, like it's still peach fuzzy and soft and they're like clear, but I'm like furry, which it does go away after you have your baby, but I didn't have stretch marks on my tummy until about like a week and a half ago. I did, however, have stretch marks on like your lower back, like side love handle area. I did have those from very early on, and now I have stretch marks on my stomach, even though I did everything they tell you to do. There's not really, it's a genetic thing. Some people are more prone than others, and if you are, I'm sorry, there's not really anything you can do. My hands swell. I know I've talked about this before because I can't wear my ring anymore, and I can't wear the fake ring that I got, which is ridiculous. My feet have swollen a little bit. I'm like thirsty every moment of my life. I want to drink gallons and gallons of water every day, which is probably really good for me, but, well, not gallons and gallons, but you know what I mean. Oh, you get really itchy sometimes. Like, obviously, I've gotten itchy where my stretch marks are because it's from your skin stretching, but I'll get itchy like on my arms and on my legs, like on my shins. I get really itchy, especially at night, which is weird. I don't love being pregnant. I'm like really excited that I get to have a kid, and we wanted to be pregnant. We did this on purpose, but being pregnant is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. That's okay, cause I can handle it. But the one thing, the one symptom of pregnancy that I have had a really hard time with, I think is very personal to my situation, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyway. So when I was a kid, I used to have night terrors at night when I would sleep, which if you don't really know what a night terror is, it's kind of like, I'm gonna even Google and see what it says. Okay, this doesn't even do it justice. It says feelings of great fear experienced on suddenly waking at night, which I get. Oh, here we go. Maybe this has more. Okay, this is different. This is the Mayo Clinic says, sleep terrors or night terrors are episodes of screaming, intense fear, and flailing while still asleep. Night terrors are often paired with sleepwalking. An episode could last from seconds to a few minutes, but some could last longer. So from my actual memory of having night terrors, I mean, I don't super remember because like it said, you could have no memory in the morning. So I don't super remember what happened, but it was kind of like being asleep, but like your brain is asleep but your body's awake, and so you're like having a dream that's really scary to you, like a nightmare, but then your body outwardly is reacting to it. That's really the only way I can explain it, and it was really scary. And I had it when I was really little. I was probably like, I don't know, like between 7 and 10, somewhere in there, and then I haven't had them as an adult, but every time that I would get really, really sick after I stopped having them, I would have like kind of that same feeling of fear and panic come back, and it was like a tiny little piece of having a night terror, but only happened when I was really, really, really sick. So it was only a couple of times growing up when I was like a preteen or a teenager. But since being pregnant, sometimes, especially at night, if I'm trying to go to sleep, I will feel like I'm having a night terror. And it's horrible because it's so scary and it makes me really panicky, and I'll be crying, and Zach doesn't know what to do because how do you help that? You can't really help that. We've only ever really talked about it once because usually I feel like a crazy person and I don't like to tell him, but I did tell him this last time because it was really, really bad, and he was so sweet the whole time, and he just kind of like talked me down and made me feel safe, and honestly petting my dog helped me immediately. I was fine. But like, yeah, I don't know why now I'm having these weird like night terror-y symptoms when I go to bed now that I'm pregnant. It's happened quite often, especially now that I'm nearing the end of my pregnancy, which is so stupid. This is what Tracer does while I'm filming. She's just sleeping in her chair. Are you sleepy? You're so cute. I got a new battery, but I had to change locations. I was sitting down there on the floor and definitely had my camera on top of that thing right there. But apparently sitting on the floor makes me lose feeling in my legs, so I had to come sit on the couch. Anyway, geez, okay, and apparently being pregnant makes me really burpy because I've just burped like 5 times while trying to film this. But going back to the subject of poop, sometimes when you're pregnant, your poop is green. I don't remember how early this started, but I feel like from the beginning it was green, and I didn't even think anything of it until like a week or 2 ago. I googled it and was like, what the heck is wrong with me? Why is it green? It basically was like, it's because of your hormones. Pretty much anything that you could ever think of happening to you, they'll be like, oh, it's because of your hormones. Like, your body goes bonkers. I mean, pretty much anything can happen to you. Anything can be a symptom of pregnancy. People's like nipples change colors, your hair can change texture and like thickness. You can like, your gums can like swell up and bleed. Your vision can change. It's like freaking anything. So those are all of my TMI and or embarrassing or just regular pregnancy symptoms that I have experienced. If you guys have any crazy stuff that happened to you that you want to share, go right ahead. And that has been my pregnancy thus far. I am 37 weeks. I'm having Braxton Hicks contractions every once in a while, which is uncomfortable but not too bad. Baby is apparently super low in my pelvis, which is a good sign. He is head down, which is fabulous. I'm dilated to a 1.5, which is like whatever. You can be dilated at the same number for like ever, so it doesn't really mean anything. But that's all really for today. Sorry if you didn't like this kind of video, but this is what I've got going on in my life. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!